What's going on, everybody? It's your boy C-Zar, and we are talking about XRP today. Hit that like button, subscribe if you want to see more content like this, and let's get into it, my friends. It is the 31st day of August, and here we are sitting at about $2.81 with 5 hours and 57 minutes left in the day. We've come up a little bit today, only to reject our prior areas of support and well, come back down. So that's not necessarily the best look on the daily time frame. And again, looking at this here, however, the amount of times that we've prodded this area, including this over here, I would just think that we do come down a little bit more. And that's okay. There's nothing wrong with that, right? It's okay to see a slightly lower price. I don't think it's going to be too dramatic. But if Bitcoin continues to drop, XRP will likely drop. Bitcoin's moving up a little bit, though. And maybe that saves XRP. Let's look at this on a 1 hour time frame and see if I'm wrong here. See if there's some other information to divulge. Looking at the 1 hour RSI, there are positive things going on. There are some positive things. We got overbought. With that, we have a chance for the bulls to answer, or for the bears to not answer, to not contest this. If we get overbought and we don't get oversold, that's definitely a sign of strength. The fact that we're getting oversold like this, but we're getting overbought like this, is not a good look in itself, I will say. Breaking out of the downtrend is nice, but can we uphold this uptrend? Can we not go right back into a downtrend, or not go right back into these oversold conditions? You know, that's kind of the task at hand here, and I don't know if we do. Let's look at the 1 hour price action, just see how this looks. I mean, to me, it looks like we had a little bit of a move up, found resistance at prior support areas here. It looks very bull trap-esque, and now we're coming back down with a flat base. I would think that we go lower. I personally would think that we go lower. Looking at the stochastics, the stochastics are bearish. The MACD is also bearish. You're rejecting the zero here. So lower it is. Lower it is, my friends. And if XRP is going lower, one would think then that Bitcoin's going lower. Again, Bitcoin's chart, sometimes it's a little deceitful, but if XRP is bearish, I'm bearish on Bitcoin. If XRP is bullish, I'm bullish on Bitcoin. Typically, that's how I see it, right? Not that XRP leads Bitcoin or directs Bitcoin. It's just I feel like XRP's chart is easier to read, and if XRP is going down, it's likely because Bitcoin's going down, right? Bitcoin's the one leading it, but I don't know how else to make sense out of that. 4 hour time frame, or how to say that any better, but 4 hour RSI is bearish, but again, still reluctantly bearish. You just really hate being in the oversold zone. You're not getting overbought at all. You're living below the 50, but you really are not, for being bearish, you're not super mega ultra bearish, right? And with that, you might go a little bit lower. You do have this kind of bear flag formation on the 4 hour time frame right here, and that could promote a price that's like similar in length, right? If we were to do that, let's see, what would that be? About there, you know, maybe a little bit lower. That might take you down to about $2.64. You're at $2.80 now. Could that happen? Let's see. Are there any targets that make sense of that low to high here? Yeah, I mean, you're right there, that 270, 260 area. Yeah, you really could go down there. I wouldn't be too surprised at all. And looking at the indicators, stochastics look bearish. The MACD is flipping green, which is nice, but you're not doing anything nice with it. I'm not wooed by that. I wouldn't weigh too much on that, especially when you're moving sideways like this. RSI and the MACD look bearish, so down is what we're sticking with. Okay, that's my expectation. Oh, hold on. Why can't I do it? Hold on. Wait, let's see. There we go. Haha. Oh, I needed that. Okay, daily time frame here. Looking at the RSI, we are below the 50. We are having a hard time getting above the 50. Typically, when we're in this area, we do find support rather immediately, right? And we continue to move up. We're dilly-dallying here, continuing to find resistance at the 50. Not really getting that reaction off the 40 that you typically would look for. And then just looking at the price as well, it makes me think that we're going lower. So lower it is, my friends. From a high here to a low there. Could we go from the 1886 to the 886 itself? I think it's possible. 255 at the lowest, 270, somewhere around there. I think it makes sense. Interact with that prior area of resistance, find support, get a lower low in, and then we start to rally. Typically, corrections, like if you're moving up, you're doing your thing, moving up, right, whatever, you top off. When you correct, you get a 1, 2, 3 correction, and then you continue to move up higher. That's what happens, right? So we're moving up here. We're having our 1, 2, 3 correction right now is what I'm thinking. This could be a running flat. I don't know, but it's probably, you probably do see a slightly lower low would be my expectation. I'm not an Elliott wave theory guy. I want to be. I need to study more, but I don't know enough about it. High to low here, though, if we were to take that high to low and put that high right there, that same move would take us right to the 886, which again is rather uncanny. They go from the 1886 down to your 886, which is also at prior areas of resistance, 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 and support here. So $2.55, $2.70, somewhere in that area makes a lot of sense to me. That's what I think we're going to do. Slightly lower low, and then we'll move on up. I want to look at XRP on the liquidation map real quick and just see what we're dealing with here. Let's see, not that one. We want this one. And it's the weekend, so I don't expect this to be, you know, too much. Yeah, pretty even there. Let's look at the past 30 days. Yeah, the shorts outweigh the longs tremendously, but you might come through and clear out this island of longs before you hit the shorts. That gets cleared out at 270. You guessed it. And typically, when you clear out these levels, they push back a little bit as you go through. So where there's no longs here, there will probably be longs there by the time we get to 270. So I think we hit it right on the head with this idea of going to 255 to 270. You're at 281 right now. Not financial advice, not a financial advisor, but that's the expectation. That's the low that I would theorize, that I would project, right? And this is the beauty of technical analysis, right? Even if you're wrong, you can still make the best out of a bad situation. There's a silver lining, right? Because we were very much anticipating that we'd come down, right? And I feel like we nailed it right on the head. We kept pushing the price lower, but before it got to that price, we kept pushing the price lower. And whenever I finally thought that we had the low, it was over here. Now that we're accepting of the price going lower, which we were a couple days ago even, actually, like right here, down in this area, we thought this was the low. Like, imagine, what I'm trying to say here is like justifying trading, if you are trading, right? You thought this was the low, you bought. You didn't sell here, maybe you did, you took profits, whatever, right? If it's back here, you can buy more if you want to. You can reallocate right here. Or if you didn't sell, you at least have the opportunity to get out at the same area you got in, close neutral, wait for the price to come down, and enter in at a better price. If you don't want to do that, you want to hold, then that's great. DCA down and bring that average down a little bit too. All in all, not financial advice, not a financial advisor, but this area here, they're really not that far away. And this move down is nothing compared to what's coming, right? To the upside, we're going to move at a very, very fantastic pace, phenomenal pace, and we're going to see some extraordinary price action, okay? Some very phenomenal prices are going to be achieved here by the end of this year, right? Very much by the end of this year. At this rate, I don't know. Is it going to be by the end of October? Maybe it's November. I thought that we'd be getting a pause. I really did expect August to be bullish, but August was rather neutral. I expected July to be bullish, but July was actually kind of bullish in all fairness, but wasn't as bullish as we thought it would be. September's not known to be completely bullish, but that's for Bitcoin. Let's see if that's true for XRP. I wanted to do this in my last XRP video, but I forgot to. Let's actually look at XRP's history here, okay? Or did we do this in my last XRP video? I think we did, actually, now that I'm remembering. But we're going to do it again. September here to September there. A green month, a red month, a red month, a green month. That's right, it's neutral. It's like, it's green and red. It's like literally 50-50. And there's like 2 neutral months. That's right, we did do this. So it's a 50-50 chance that we could move up. But all in all, XRP's been consolidating for a very long time. I highly doubt that we're going to see this correction last for a long time. I highly doubt that in a percentage form that we're going to go below $2.55. I doubt that we're going to see any kind of significant percentage corrections here. It's just going to be very modest from here on out, and then going into the end of September, the middle of September, we should be correcting, or moving up, I should say. And then going into October, November, December, the end of this year, we should be moving up as well. Perhaps this $11 to $16 target, this $13.50 to $16 target, is better reserved for end of year price action instead of by the end of October. But you never know. When this thing moves up, it moves at a dramatic pace. And I really wouldn't be surprised at all if by the end of the year we were at $27 or higher even. But this area, $13.56 to $16, that really is the next target area. We're just waiting on it. It's going to happen. Buy the dip if you can, when you can. Hit the like button. Subscribe if you want to see more content like this. Thank you all for being here. I'll see you on the next one, okay? Take care of yourselves. Bye-bye.